and welcome back to another week of What's for Dinner. Don't mind my dog dish. We have to keep the water and the food dish up when Owen is awake because otherwise it ends up all over the place. I want to ask you guys something. So I just rearranged right here and I got this cute little new thing for all of my utensils and stuff, and it says utensils and it has the stars, so it's super cute. But I don't know if I want it to go in the back and then have my spices in the front, or have this in the front and like have it how it is right now. I can't decide, and so I told my husband, oh, I'll just ask my subscribers, so because he, you know, is a guy and doesn't know. So if you could let me know on that, that'd be great. This is the start of my What's for Dinners are going to be a little bit different now because I am on the Weight Watchers program. So, really, Owen just dumped water all over the floor. So it is, I'm on the green plan. There's 3 different plans. There's a green, a purple, and a blue. And I'm on the green one, and they base it off of, like, what you eat and stuff. So, or not what you eat, but like how much you weigh and your height and everything. Hey, are you okay? So that is my thing, is I'm on the green plan. So tonight we're gonna make some baked ziti. So all of these recipes are gonna be Weight Watchers friendly. I do have them all printed out, but there's not a link because this one there might be a link because this one is Pinterest, but I go back and forth between the Weight Watchers app because there's a bunch of recipes on there, or whatever I can find on Pinterest where I find all my other ones. Excuse me. So, but I think this one is actually off Pinterest. I forget where I get them both, but let's just go ahead and get started. I just have some water that's going to come to a boil. This specific recipe says not to salt the water, and I'm having a really hard time being okay with that because I always salt my water. Anyway, so I'm going to get my oven preheated to 350. Wait for that to come to a boil. Here's a better view of the setup I was talking about. Don't mind this. But should I put this in the front? Let me give you an extra view. So here's what it looks like right now. This is my cute new little thing, because this is what I was using. Don't mind my snack corner. This is what I was using, and I can't believe all of those fit in there. Like, the size difference is anyway, yeah. So and then, or like this, and have like that. I don't know which one I like better. Help. Okay, so my water is brought to a boil. If you hear Coco Melon in the background, toddler mom life. I tell you, toddler mom life. Anyway, so I just threw in this private selection ziti. The recipe calls for 12 ounces, but I couldn't find that size bag, so I just went ahead and used 16 ounces. However, I did spill a bunch on the floor just now, so, you know, that was a real life moment. So it's probably close to more like 14 that's in there. So to my other little pan here, let me fix your view a little bit. I'm going to add just a little tiny bit of oil. Yeah. I need to get I've said this before, I need to get an oil, pourer thing. If you guys know of any good oil pourers, let me know because I'm in the market for one. I also need a garlic press, so I'm just going to do 2 things of garlic. I'm going to turn this to about medium high because my garlic thing isn't very good either. So let me know about a garlic press as well, because those are 2 things that I'm searching for. But this one, I can never seem to get very good. Either that or I'm peeling the garlic wrong something, but. So I'm just going to get the garlic in there. Just do one more. Yeah, I have to like keep adjusting it and like pulling out and doing it again. for some reason. I noticed, because I don't not salt my water very often, but I noticed that it's kind of sticking to the bottom a little bit more than as if I didn't, or if I did salt it. So I don't know if that has because I didn't salt it or... And my oven is preheated, so as soon as I finish all the other ingredients, my oven will be ready to go. Like that. And then once this gets all sauteed, sorry, my towel keeps falling off of my stove. As soon as this gets all sauteed, I'm going to add in my ground beef. You could possibly do turkey too, but as a personal preference, my husband and I just prefer ground beef. We just feel like it gives it a bit better flavor. Move you back a little bit. Definitely starting to smell that garlic. So just kind of saute it around in there for 2 or 3 minutes. He's singing. So I'm just going to add in my ground beef. What? He's playing with his trucks right now and making him have a race. Really? So we're just gonna get this all browned up? Really? Then what happened? So I'm just gonna go ahead and get this all browned up until it gets brown, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I have my noodles drained. I just have this here to drain the fat from my meat. Put that back in there. Okay. So then I'm just going to add some thyme. And I thought I had ground rosemary, but I don't. So that is going to get left out this time, but I'm just going to do salt and pepper. And to substitute the thyme, I'm going to do some Italian seasoning. I'm just going to get all this mixed in. Don't mind my mess. If you've been with me for a minute since I started these, you'll know there's always a mess. Owen playing with his trucks. Okay, so now I'm just going to add in a 28 ounce can of diced tomatoes. Okay, so we're gonna let this come. I used diced petite diced tomatoes. It just says diced tomatoes. So whichever ones you prefer. So we're just gonna let this simmer. Yeah, baby. Let this simmer and come to a boil. I better turn this way so he can't grab it. Come to a simmer, and then we're gonna let it simmer for come to a boil, and then we're gonna let it simmer for 5 minutes. Okay, so I got this off the stove. I'm just gonna use this little one for now, and then I have another one this size. I don't know how much this will make, and it never told me how big of a casserole dish to use. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this beef mixture on the bottom. I did off camera add a little bit of oregano just because I don't feel like it was enough. Okay, so then I'm gonna add grab another spoon. The pasta to an even layer. Sorry, there's Owen again playing with whatever he can find. Got some of my extra pots and pans out right now. And then we're gonna use, since this is Weight Watchers, I'm just gonna use this low moisture mozzarella. And then I'm gonna do more, I don't know if there's supposed to be that much juice in there, but some of that. And then cheese. And then you're basically just gonna repeat this until all of your noodles and your pasta is. So I was debating taking that last little clip out about me overdoing my, sorry, I'm letting my dogs in. Nope, just kidding. We have to keep a thing in front of the door, otherwise Owen will go inside in and out of the doggy door. Oh, here comes the other one. So I was debating leaving in and out, or editing out that last clip of the noodles. Come on! But I figured everybody would like to have real life moments like that in their life, and I figure everybody else does too, but clearly I overdid it on the pasta. And next time, if it calls for just 12 ounces, just use the 12 ounces and don't try to overestimate. So I just threw that in the oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes or until the cheese is nice and bubbly and it is just coated to perfection. So this is dinner tonight. I just got my salad with my light ranch because he just spilled his water. Because that's what I'm going to be using for my plan. I've actually heard that Chiz's Ranch is pretty good, and you can get that at Winco, and then I'm just going to enjoy with a Fresca.